Hey YouTube, hey Twitch, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included on Aquatic Planet. I'm gonna call it Aquatic Land probably when I do a playthrough of it, but my back feed again. Okay, so I'm on another new start. Unless you guys want to see the continuation of the other planet, I wanted to start this one just to sort of continue to refine the starting pattern, so I can, kind of improve on the basics in the beginning. I pretty much have all the ideas down of how I want to start a game on Aquatic Planet, but now just want to do another test on it. This one's a little bit different. This one has crashed satellites that I know from the rerolls. Hey, what's up, Wacko? Nice to see you. What's going on? Always nice to see you, Wacko. How are you doing? Pedro, what's going on? Ethan, how you doing? How's it going? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope that you are doing well also. Icarus was taken. Hello, welcome. And Charlie, running after a new run after the update. Yeah, I wanted to do another new run. It's still the beta, so I don't think restarting over and over is really that much of a, it shouldn't be really looked down upon. Maybe that's the wrong word that can't really articulate. Not looked down upon, but as the beta keeps progressing and we get to more finalized versions of the DLC being released, I feel like it's a good idea to just keep refining the starting techniques and making sure everything still works, especially after especially before I make a video on that. And the videos I've been sort of just way too busy to make a video, so that's kind of what the idea is. I just want to do another run. So let me just fast forward the game a little bit. Yeah, so I'll go over everything with here in just 1 minute, everyone. Just let's get these mopped up. Everyone's sleeping right now. Dark Frost, what's going on? Nice to see you, Dark Frost. Welcome. Senior Finance, what's going on? How's the factorial progress coming along? It is going pretty good. I feel like last stream I didn't get as much done as I wanted to on Sunday, because I forgot what I was doing from, it's been so long since the Aquatic Planet DLC that I kind of lost track of what my goal was. So I feel a little bit down about not getting as much done as I wanted to, but I'm going to try to play off stream and sort of get my bearings back and figure out what the next steps would be. But it's going well. I mean, I'm still learning the game. I'm learning about basically how to transition into what I think is pretty close to the mid-game, if not already the mid-game phase, where I'm starting to get, I basically need a second ore patch unlocked and rebuilding my base, but at scale. Or sorry, my factory. Do we know when it will be officially released? Hey, what's up, Kindrail? We do not. I don't. You guys probably know as much as I do. If I do a quick Google, it's no more or no less. I'm gonna move this guy. Oh, I can't move him just yet because I don't have. I just don't want him to lay an egg here. How long do I have? Oh, he's gonna lay an egg pretty soon. So I gotta watch out for that, because otherwise he's gonna slaughter my duplicates. So yeah, no idea, but hopefully soon. I mean, they're still updating the game, right? So I assume that there's going to be, patches coming before they finalize it and all that stuff. Hey, what's up, Food Bad Cat? Caught alive. Nice evening, all. Nice to see you, Food Bad Cat. Welcome to the stream. Oh, by the way, just want to say thank you to C-Dub and Malison for the follows on Twitch while I was offline. Appreciate you watching the VODs and giving me a follow. That's very much appreciated. Let's see. Charlie says, I see so many aquatic nature reserve potentials for duplicates to walk through. Yeah, I haven't even begun to, plant or to utilize the nature reserve. I tend to not use it these days so much, but with the new variations in plants, that's going to be a lot of fun to play around with. Like I said, I haven't even got there yet, so it's going to be pretty cool. I've seen a lot of, I've actually been reading up on Reddit finally. I've had some time to see what other people are doing with their builds, and it looks pretty cool, some of the builds that people have done so far in the beta. Okay, these have to be taken out ASAP. There's some water coming down, that's okay. We do have to unlock the portal, so we'll do that first. Wako says, hey, do it here, doing some computer work with Ethan on the back to keep my mind busy. Awesome. That's great to hear, Wako. Enjoy your lurk if you're going to be lurking, and hope that your work goes well. Second ore patch, trains. Yeah, so the second ore patch is pretty far away. I almost think that it's like, okay, so trains is one idea. Obviously, I'm not too well versed with how things... I'm going to change... I already set this up kind of pre-stream, so I'm just going to make sure everyone's got their own schedule, so everyone's always working at some point. And here's, by the way, here's my priorities. I started with Kai, who's a researcher, started with digging, and rancher max. So I want to get ranching ASAP in this playthrough. Usually I don't do that ASAP. Usually I go for mechatronics engineering, which I think is just as important, but yeah. So yeah, the second ore patch, I was thinking it would be a good idea to maybe start a whole new factory at the second ore patch instead of trying to integrate everything into my current one, because my current one is depleting very quickly and I'm going to have to rebuild it at some point anyway. So I thought maybe it's more logical to just start start from anew, start making a lot of iron ore from the new patch and then building outwards from there. So because all my current builds are sort of boxed in with how small my current factory is, Oh, look at all these palm trees up here. Or, not palm trees, gum palms up here. Nice. So I had 2 to start with here. So what I like to do is just gonna go like this and make sure everything's harvestable right away. And of course, here's the 2 satellites that there's one up here somewhere. I already checked it out. There's one somewhere over here. So I wanted to make sure the map was pretty decent before I got started. But okay, so I don't want to go right underneath that because I want that to be intact, but I want the algae. So maybe we'll go something like this, and we'll go. Yeah, we'll take all the algae. We'll go up this, and then we'll go up like that. Okay, cool. Playfest is in a few weeks. People are speculating we will have a release date soon. That'd be pretty cool. I'm all for a release date. Like, this is a day one buy for me. So regardless if there's a release date or not, it's gonna be a day one buy. I love the DLC. I love how it changes. I love how it doesn't force you to. Okay, like you can say this about any asteroid, right? But just I don't want these guys to die. So hopefully they stay in their little. I'm gonna keep these guys are pretty useful, but they're kind of annoying to deal with. So I hope that they produce lots of mucin for themselves here. So this is kind of annoying to have it all the way down here. Might just mop that up and then let them make their little thing here. I don't want it to be mixed in. Okay, we're already at cycle 3. Holy smokes. Okay, so cycle 3. Okay, free food is not bad. Athletics and excavation is amazing. So Devon might be a really good take here. Don't really care. I mean, researching would be really good, nice, and strength. Don't really care about the meteor shower. I think this Amari would take me right to mechatronics engineering, which I really want anyway. So I think I'm going to take Amari. Athletics and digging is really good at this stage of the game, but I think we'll go to Amari instead. So I feel pretty confident taking on a third duplicate at this stage, but hopefully that doesn't backfire, because sometimes I say things like that and then I get distracted and things don't go according to plan. So we'll see. Okay, so is there any sand here? There is some sand here, which is kind of annoying. I want to keep this in. I don't want these guys to die, right? So what I might do is, I don't know. I'll just leave that algae. It's not that big of a deal if it falls, but I'd just rather try to keep it until I can move them. Okay, yeah, let's keep going in here. We'll try to get up to here. Well, yeah, we can go right into here. A little bit of radiation on that side, but that's okay. Why can't we access that? This is so. Is the glitch still present where like the duplicates can't move? No, they can't get up here for some reason. Why can't they get past that? Oh, because I didn't see that. I was like, they should be able to get up there, unless there's something else that's new that I didn't know. But there we go. Okay, so that's all good. I'm gonna dig into here a little bit, try to expose a little bit of my base, and then we'll keep digging down. Do I want to uproot that? Yeah, I'll just uproot it. I'm going to try to just be pretty aggressive with the start. I'm not going to try to keep a lot of the stuff like I normally do. So it's going to be a little bit of experimentation with like being much more aggressive and not being so passive, and try to taking on more duplicates instead of the usual playthroughs. Do you think it's OP to have an early version of Visco Gel? That's a great question. I think, so when I play the game, I normally don't even get to use Visco Gel because I am notoriously not very, very interested in late game. I normally only play late game on stream, which you might be disappointed to hear. Usually off stream, I'm long done with it because most of the fun for me comes from like taming stuff and collecting resources and then this and that. So anyways, long story short, I love that I get to use Visco Gel basically this early because I never get to use it in late game. I usually get bored of the game by the time that happens. So I hope that's not, oh, good job, Max. Hope that's not too, like, it kind of happens with every game like this, right? It's hard to make late game interesting for everybody. For me, it just becomes more like, hey, let's just make sure things don't catch on fire, and more preventative maintenance instead of actual planning, which is what I find it to be the most fun. So that's kind of where I am with that. So no, I don't think it's OP. I think that it's still like it still transfers heat, so it's not like it's a super easy way to, like, you can still make a liquid lock, right? You don't need Visco. Oh, great job, Frankie. It doesn't take Visco Gel to make a liquid lock. It's just more of a hassle. So that's kind of where I stand with that. I mean, you can argue that maybe it makes it too easy, but then again, we have mods anyway that if you really wanted to, be a little bit quicker and getting those airlock type scenarios, that you can just have the Airlock Door mod, which I actually use anyway. You have to unlock it through research, but it's like it's a single player game, right? So at the end of the day, whatever is the most fun for you is how you should want to play the game, and luckily everything is provided so you can do just that, like with mods and updates and stuff. Pass the box Factorio playthrough. Thanks for the shout out. Hey, what's up, Malison? I was hoping for Factorio, but this game looks interesting. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, so Factorio, probably not until I might do Factorio Sunday nights, but this is Oxygen not included. It's an amazing. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time, to be honest. As far as Red Dead 2 is probably my favorite, and then God of War. But this is easily, oh no, he's gonna get stuck. Easily my favorite game. Oh no, you're gonna get stuck there. That is not a story-based game. It is kind of like Factorio in the sense that there's like resource management and a lot of planning involved. Some would say it's a little bit harder than Factorio because it's a little bit more unforgiving. Like Factorio, you can kind of play at your own pace, versus this one, there's basically a death clock as soon as you start the game. And the death clock is in the form of oxygen and food, which I should be actually researching because I have oxygen right now. But I kind of got distracted already. That's what I mean. That's what makes the stream so fun, is that I lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing so easily, and then and then bad things happen. So let's see if I can navigate my way through. But yeah, it's a really fun game. You can probably find it on sale for, I don't know, 15 bucks Canadian. I don't know what your currency is, but it's super cheap. Usually goes on sale. And it's a great time. It's a little bit like there's more. It's like, imagine if you had a Factorio with like the bots right away. It's kind of what this is. You just tell the bots what to do. Hey, what's up, Sean? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. As always, thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Started a new playthrough today here after the update. Haven't played a lot off stream, chat. So I've been slacking on the videos. I've been just super busy outside of work. So hopefully I can get one by this weekend. I know I even said that last weekend, but it's just been super busy outside of work. So I gotta make a video on this. But this is a good opportunity for me to put my my video that I want to make to the test of how we should be playing, or how to give you guys like the best start if you're new at the game or whatever. That was the intention of my next video. Sorry, let me. I'm still going through the chat here, so if you didn't get your message read, I'll get to it in 1 second. 3 gum palms. Yeah, actually we got 5. We got 3 up here, and we have 4. And where's the other one? Did I already? Well, okay, right here. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so pretty good start with the gum palms. I didn't know that there were that many gum palms. I basically chose this asteroid because of the radiation right there. I really didn't want to have to use the set up ores and lights and stuff. I thought, okay, if this is readily available, I want to try playing with that right there, and that was the idea of this stream, or sorry, this planet, rather. But yeah, the 5 gum trees or gum palms are like super awesome. Okay, so but the downside of this asteroid, I've noticed, I don't know if the world gen has sort of changed, but I don't seem to have as many corals in the immediate vicinity of where I spawn. I kind of have to get to them. Versus all the other ones that I played, I'm almost certain they were a lot closer. So again, it's not. It just kind of feels that way to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, we got oxygen. We got oxygen still, but I want to start making sure that I have enough algae to sustain myself, so I know what my death clock is essentially, and I need food as well. So food, I don't have any food growing, so I need to get food ASAP. That's what Kai's working on right now. That's what I forgot to start. I should have been on that as soon as I took my second duplicate. So we're gonna dig all this out, dig everything out here. Oh, I gotta watch this guy too. He's gonna drop an egg pretty soon, and then he's gonna be mad as hell when he does that. Okay, so what are gum palms for? Ask Senior Finance. So they're actually pretty important. They make gum wood, and gum wood can be made into various different things. Okay. Well, like a little bit later on in the game, you can make it into ceramic. You can make it into refined carbon for steel. So this is like the alternative to coal for making refined carbon. You can make it into latex, and this is kind of the most important thing early on, because latex can be made into rubber, which then can be made into swimwear, which is pretty okay, but you need to go very far through the tech tree to get that. Rubber boots, but most importantly, the rubber gasket, and rubber gasket is needed for power. So there's a whole bunch of things that the gum palms do, and you actually get quite a bit of, oh, someone's trapped. You actually get quite a bit of resources just from having them in the wild. So you don't immediately have to have it domesticated. You should be able to get down now. Maybe one more. Yeah, you should be okay. Come on, hey, stop going up, bro. You should be able to get down. Yeah, there you go. You're good. You're good. Stop complaining. Okay, so we're gonna start with the farm tiles ASAP. Probably right there. Actually, I don't like this so close. I'm gonna move the ladders. So I don't like the ladders. Actually, no, the ladders I kind of like. It's sort of centralized. So I just gotta move this over like so. Not a fan of this right in the way, but I'm gonna keep it for the time being. And we're gonna do 2 rows of sody canes, I think. I think you need like 5 for one each duplicate. So something like that. So let's see, you got 5 here. We got another 5. So this is 4 duplicates worth. So this should be okay. So that's gonna be our early game food, and we're gonna try to get on fish like almost immediately. But we want to get the tidal turbine as well, very, very early, because we're going to be using that for power. Now, I think we have that already unlocked through. Oh, we already have unlocked through the research, so it's actually not that big of a deal. But we still want batteries and stuff. Okay, I'm not taking another duplicate for the time being. I'll go with the brine, I guess. Okay, let's see what else is. You're early today. I haven't made it into the gym yet. Isn't it my usual start? Yeah, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. I thought I was at my usual, but hopefully have a good time at the gym, Pedro. Potat says, "Hey Ethan, new file." Yeah, this is a new file to go along with the updates. I haven't had a chance to play offline yet, so started a new file to see. Basically, like I was saying earlier, I kind of want to prove my theory of like how to do a good start on this asteroid as well, so I can make a video on it and provide good. Oh, I'm not gonna dig in. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I almost did it again, chat. I almost dug into like if this is pretty cold, which I'm not a big fan of. I think I might start closing this in pretty soon because, yeah, this is not what I want to be dealing with. Remember in the very first playthrough I did, I didn't realize how close I was to space, and I dug right into space, and it basically froze my base almost. We're missing dirt. Can you guys get this done? You're gonna starve. I need this done. Like, how can I prove my theory if you guys don't build this? Sorry. What I mean is, so I want to make a video on like how to have a good start, right? That's like the next thing I have in the works. But in order to do that, obviously, I want to play a couple starts so I can give good information to new players. Now, most like very, very experienced players probably don't need like such a video, right? So if you're like very, very experienced, you probably already have played or know sort of how to start. But obviously, my channel caters a lot to newer players, so that's why this is really important to me. Okay, let's see. Onions and Physics Sandbox, where you have to nanny tiny people who don't do what you want them to. That is such a good explanation, actually. I really like that. Icarus. Let's see, God of War. I started a new God of War trailer recently. God of War Lafray. I think people aren't too happy about it for a reason. I loved it. I mean, listen, people can be upset all they want. I thought it was so cool. I always loved Santa Monica's storytelling, and I am so excited. I don't care, like, I would have been, to be honest with you, I would have been bummed if Atreus was the protagonist. I didn't really like playing as Atreus as much as I liked Kratos, which I know is kind of crazy, but well, maybe it's not that crazy. I mean, let's be honest, Kratos is the main appeal, right? But I think playing in a parallel storyline with Kratos' wife, dead wife, is going to be so cool for this trilogy. Like, I mean, we don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or not, but we kind of assume that this is like, people assume God of War Ragnarok was supposed to be a trilogy, like 2 games to make it into a trilogy, and now it's starting to become obvious why it was not, because this was going to be it's going to show the tie-ins and the mysteries of God of War and God of War Ragnarok. Sorry, Dark Frost, thank you for the sip of Eska. I do have my Eska with me, but I didn't see that until just now. My iPad is a little bit off center here, so I apologize. Thank you so much for the sip on Twitch. As always, I got my refreshing, wonderful Eska. Okay, so this guy's almost gonna lay. Yeah, anyways, I'm super excited. I thought the cube was hilarious. Like, if you... the cube was so funny, chat. Like, if you guys haven't seen the... Okay, I kind of compare it to... You know how at first, when we played God of War on 2018, people were like, oh, who's this talking head? Like, this is... Or who's the dwarf? Like, the people that you expected to be uninteresting and boring characters, like, other than Kratos, it turned out to be very lovable and, like, these amazing and integral parts of the story. And, not everyone thought that, of course. Some people thought it was going to be good. But there were people that were like, oh, why do we have to... These dwarfs aren't in the lore, this, kind of thing. Like, the lore as far as, like, the Kratos... Because Kratos is, like, nice to the dwarves, right? And it's like... That was one of the main complaints back then, as far as I remember. Yeah, Rancher, sorry, improved tinkering, and Frankie's digging. So, there's always going to be criticisms for various reasons, but yeah, I loved it. Let's see. Koi Rust, new to the streams. Hey, what's up, Koi Rust? Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. I hope that's how you say your name. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. How are you doing, Koi Rust? The D in dupe stands for it sometimes does. Yeah, it sometimes does. I can't lie. Oh, come on, we need this done ASAP. Let's go, team. Okay, we have the bloaters here as well. These are going to provide a little bit of oxygen for us, but obviously I would need some. Let's see, this is all water here, so I feel like I spawned with more water than usual. I'm going to start digging down now and sort of getting access to this area, seeing what we got down here. Why can't I dig that? I don't know. Anyways, let's just dig this down and drop all the water, kind of get it out of the way. Okay, we got the power situation. So let's go try to find our first tidal spring that's nearby, so I don't have to keep running on the wheel. That's like the first big thing that you want to do is get off the wheel, because it takes a lot of duplicant. Oh, so right here's a good one. So let's build that. So again, that requires the rubber, so that's why we like the rubber. Is it classic size? I didn't realize you spawn so close to this. Yes, this is classic size, and you spawn very close to the surface. It seems to be each time. Let's see. You were the reasons that got me into Ani. Awesome. That's so nice to hear, Koirust. Thank you so much for coming by and letting me know. That is so cool to hear. Do we have a renewable source of algae with this DLC? Yes. So the seahorses, I forgot what they're called. They make slime, so you can make that into algae. I forgot if there's something else, but that's like the main. There's minnow. That's like the main way if you want to get into algae. But algae is, unless you need algae for something specific. If you're talking about for oxygen purposes, it's really not. It's algae is only meant to hold you long enough until you can get the corals tamed, because these things are so overpowered once they really get going. They produce 150 grams per second of oxygen, so they're really good when they're domesticated. The algae is so last year when it comes to oxygen. I guess let's go for this. It's fine. Get the supercomputer online. Let's see. You can use bloater fish with water weed and corals. Yes. So the bloater fish the bloaters are okay. They aren't as good because you need 4 of them for each duplicant. They do provide a lot of meat, or I guess meat, because if they continuously they reproduce and die or whatever. But I find the corals to be way easier because you don't really need a beacon. You can just put light into them. But the beacons are like, they kind of work together. It's almost like you have the beacons, which are producing fillets and lime, and the corals, which are producing oxygen. So versus these things, I mean, they have to feed off on water weeds. So and you need 4 of them. So you need a lot more of these to keep your oxygen production. It's hard to scale, right? It's easy to plop down another coral, like get it from somewhere. Versus the bloaters, you kind of have to wait for them to lay eggs in order to take on another duplicate if you're like struggling, right? I'm being very vague with that. Obviously, there's you can scale it up. It's just I find the corals to be a lot more interesting and a lot more helpful. No need for oxygen and barely need a spa. Exactly, yeah. So even whether you use the bloaters or the corals, like Hydra you can really stall a long time for a Hydra or a spawn. Like you basically, if you played the game with not a lot of duplicants, you could probably go the entire game without having access to. I thought I made the ladder here. Did I not make the ladder? Did I ghost build it like on Factorio? There's updates, yeah. So I haven't played for this week either, Potat, but there have been. I just got an update before I started today. I don't know what the patch notes are, but yes, there have been updates. I think there's been 2 updates since the last time I played. And usually, I just kind of play and the updates are usually not that dramatic that I need to know. I think. I mean, probably to relay the information to you guys, I probably shouldn't take the time to know, but just as far as playing the game goes, I usually just start playing anew and trying to see what's up. Okay, so we got the supercomputer, we got the mini pod, don't care about that. Supercomputer is going to be kind of important though, so let's get that online here. And of course we'll have to move this stuff over at some point. This guy's about to lay an egg, so I got to be careful because I don't want any duplicants to get hurt. Mushroom might work on this map. You can make slime easily. Oh, Sea Queens, that's what it's called. Sea Queens got buffed. Okay, yep, that's good to know. Yeah, I guess I'll take the snazzy suit. It's kind of pointless because I'm going to be wearing swimwear anyway, but it's fine. I mean, it's gym and never really a good time to be there. See ya, Pedro. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, what's up, Kefasu? Hello, the pressure damage that I had on the fish feeder was a bug. They fixed it. Yes, I heard about that. I was actually thinking about that when you told me, and then I read about the bug on, I think it was the forums that people were talking about it. So, good to know. Glad to hear that that's been fixed. Daragnar, hey, what's going on? Hope I said that name correctly. Good evening, you amazing you. Hello again from Rhine Norada, where Eska water flows in the pipes. Nice to see you once again. Hopefully I said your name correctly. I kind of have a tendency to butcher names, so I apologize. I've been on an Oni breaks after I spent 200 hours on the first spaced out playthrough, and I only got to 3 planets. It takes a long time. You can't be mad at yourself if you just in case you are. It does take a long time to get to other planets, and so I'm just really trying to pay attention to this. If you're trying to get to other planets and colonize them sustainably, like you can always get to other planets and it's horrible to say, but like not care about if your dupes survive or not. But getting to other planets, surviving, and then getting back is it's a whole other thing, right? I'm trying to think of where I want to put my bedrooms. I guess here's as good as any for the time being. I'll have my bedrooms here, a great hall here. Make sure it's not in the radiation. Yeah, it's okay. A kitchen here or something, and then the food factory here for now, or something like that. And then we'll decide on the rest later. But the bedrooms are a super easy way to get early morale, so we'll do that, and we'll move everything over. So we'll kind of go like wait for these things to be done, and then we'll do that. Food seems to be okay for 4 duplicates. These things are growing pretty quick, so should be easy to get food in just a minute. You can play a colony for many months. Yes, and that can sometimes be a drag, and that's what I was referring to earlier, where sometimes I get bored of late game, because if I take a break, I'm not sure how you guys are, but if I take a break, I sort of lose track of where I am. So I like to almost start over, which I know is not ideal. And also sometimes I just feel like going back to the beginning of a game and having decisions to make with regards to how I want to lay it out, what to build, when to build it, strategies that are actually very impactful to the game. Because early on, sorry chat, I'm just really don't want this guy to murder all my duplicates, so I'm just keeping an eye. And I also don't want him to murder the baby Slogo. He might do that though. That would be kind of unfortunate. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so when when you're this early in the game, every decision is orders of magnitude more significant than when you're late in the game. Like if you build your food too late, and if there's no more mussels around this asteroid, you're basically done, right? You have to kill critters, but you can't even use the electric. I couldn't even use the electric grill right now because I don't have any cook. So you could make mush from the micro musher. But again, that takes water, so that takes infrastructure set up. If you already don't have it, it can be a pretty significant downtime, especially if you don't realize like what you need to do. So every decision you make right now is really important. Versus if you are, let me just pause. I really don't want this guy to wake up or get slaughtered. Every decision you make is really important. Versus later in the game, if you are, oh, there it is. Okay. Oh my God, he's right by Max. Okay, please do not hurt Max. No! Oh no, Max! No! The Slogos! Oh, okay, the Slogo is pretty much done. Oh, I need to get rid of this guy. Oh, but poor little baby Slogo. What's it called? Yes, logo. I was saying that right. That was a really unfortunate spawn for the Voki Shell. So Max is a little bit hurt. I gotta probably get a triage caught now because, no, he doesn't have any negative effects. Okay, we should be okay. Okay, so let's delete all these. I should have woken him up by deconstructing the thing, but I was too focused on the shell. So next time that's probably a better decision. So anyways, like, sorry, let me just finish this thought. So like, you know, late in the game, if you are my goodness, I lost my train of thought completely. Late in the game, if you are, you know, low on oxygen or whatever, it's a matter of, hey, why isn't my SPOM or my Hydra working, kind of thing, you know? So it's a lot easier to deal with. And then plus you're probably at that point adding more resources, more water sources, more oxygen sources, so it's not as big of a difference. Sorry, let me get caught up with you guys here. I haven't touched another planet other than via teleporter, which really isn't a good idea with your high morale dupes. That's another problem, yeah. So there's, like I said, there's a lot that goes into your other planets that you decide to colonize, right? So it's super stressful sometimes to go from having like one planet and then trying to learn how to manage multiple. Not for everyone, obviously, but for me it is certainly. I always get really scared of my duplicates getting stranded in space, because I would feel like that's the worst way to go in IRL. So naturally in space, I'm like, well, I wouldn't want that to happen either for my duplicates. You know, like that'd be an awful way to go. It would be very mismanagement on my part. And I'm not able to. Hey, thank you so much, Crimson Rights, for the 20 bits. Thank you so much for the support. And thank you for the sip of Eska as well. Did that come up on screen, by the way, Crimson Riots? I don't know if that came up on screen. I didn't hear it. Bits might be having a glitch again. I know I had a glitch with Bits one time. So if it didn't, I really apologize. But thank you so much for your message. I really appreciate that. And thank you for stopping by tonight. Cheers to you, Crimson Rise. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying here. If I take a break for too long, I will start a new save. Yeah, same. I mean, the only game where that that's a lie. I was gonna say the only game where that doesn't apply would be like story games. But even in story games, I still really would rather would kind of like. You sort of get emotionally invested in a story, and if the story is like cut short and you restart it, it's like, well, now I have to like reinvest myself into the mid section of the game, right? It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay, so I do want to make a triage for Max. I don't like looking at that bar there. So it's funny because if you guys have seen me play Oxygen Not Included a lot, I usually never go for the triage. Like it's very, very late that I end up going for where is it? I don't even know where the triage card is. Sick bay. Like, where's the triage card? Oh, do I already have it? Possibly? I might already have it. Yeah, I guess I already have it. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I never go for a doctor or medicine at all. I usually just do it out of like, okay, cool. I have to, start getting up to radiation protection. So that's when I usually go through it. But yeah, I wish I could fix that little guy. Let's see here. So Kevrock says, I don't really like the very early game. So, okay, I kind of see that as too. I mean, a very early game is different than like early game. Like at this stage of the game, I kind of agree. It's a little bit tedious, especially if you've done it enough times. But I like the transition period from from early game to mid game, where you're making a lot of decisions, and then subsequently from basically your entire mid game playthrough. I really love that as well. So I want to get to this. So I want to drain all this water. It's kind of what my next objective here is. So let's keep going on that. We do have food growing, so hopefully this is going to sustain our dupes now. Hey, get to work, dude. What are you doing? Just standing there. I guess I can build like another thing here. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just do that. But Yeah, we'll keep going here. We'll do ladder so all this stuff falls. No, you know what? Yeah, we'll that's fine. We'll just leave it for now. It's fine. Just put a door there so it makes it into... Nah, I don't even need a door. Who needs a door? Who needs a door? It's a little high. That's okay. The new update removed the buried mussels. Okay, I did not know that. Justice for Gary the Snail. How does one acquire this early game Visco gel? Oh, so you basically spawn with it, Senior Finance. So this early game Visco gel is this Muchin stuff right here, and you can let me see if I have any. I should have some bottled. I must have fallen, but you can basically take this. It might not be enough. Let me just show you if I can grab one here. Take this. This might not be enough, but I'll show you kind of how it works. I'll put it here, and if it's enough, it should like stack, and it should create a little a wall. It's essentially works just like Visco gel. Okay, the omelets are pretty good at this stage. I don't want Gossman just now until I can get more seeds for this. I guess we'll take the omelets, and of course we'll put it all in here. Yeah. I probably could go for the fridge. So let's go for the fridge. And then we'll need some water for the fridge, of course. So we'll keep digging down, and then we'll have water. For now, we'll just do everything what we can on this computer. Sorry, water for the research is what I meant. Don't want to confuse people there. Slow goes secret Muchin automatically. They do. That's one of the best parts about them, is that you have early game access to basically Visco gel. Thai Tavares, I think Thai Tavares, is that how you say it? Good evening. Thank you so much for coming by. Is it Thea or Thai Tavares? I would love a Cycle 50 game file. So what I actually do is with games that are similar, where I have similar opinions, is I will do a save at that cycle with as basic of a colony as I can have, or a playthrough or whatever game it might be, and then I can always just reload from there. Now, obviously, for a game like Oni, where you want to play on different maps because that's fun, it's obviously not really feasible, but it works out pretty well for games where the map doesn't really matter much, especially for story-based games. So, like Red Dead, for instance, is one of my favorite games, but I don't like the first 2 hours. For me, it's not the best part. So I always have like a save. If I ever want to replay the game, I have a save where I just pick up from after you get to your first camp. I just leave them in the wild, stuck in one spot. Not a bad idea. I've been watching your tutorials and videos. They were very helpful. Thanks a lot for them. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for coming by and the kind words. And also, just wanted to mention, if you guys are here and enjoying, please like the stream. That would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to Frankie as well, who's dying because he's hungry. So that would be so awesome if you guys could hit the like. It would help me out, get the stream out to more people, and it'd be super awesome. Pedro says, I remember one of my earlier colonies had metal refinery while relying on fried mush bars. You know what? That's so funny that you mentioned that, because when you are playing like that early in the game, you don't realize how good like better food. Like, it's so easy to just coast on whatever food is keeping your colony alive, and you're kind of like, why do I need more food? Like, this is perfectly fine. Right? And then once you start getting access to better foods, you're like, oh, this is why. But some of the early game foods are like, they're just easy to not improve on, right? Because you get stuck with a bunch of other fun factors of playing the game, and then eventually you're like, oh yeah, I should probably start upgrading food or something. Anyways, that's how my brain works. So it's interesting that you mentioned that, because I'm kind of feel the same way in some aspects with my early game playthroughs. I was on, like, I can tell you that I was on Bristle. I did whole game playthroughs when I was new at Oni with just Bristle Blossom. I thought, why would I want to like, Bristle Blossom's fine. Why do I need to improve it, right? So obviously naively thinking that I don't need any more morale, but of course that's not how it works. let's get Max on here. And I think, yeah, now I can get the plumbing set up. Or sorry, the pitcher pump rather. Okay, let's see. I remember, sorry, there's something nice about having a compact base all on your starting planetoid and never needing another planetoid to beat the game. I agree as well. Like, again, I always say that I'm not the biggest fan of Spaced Out, right? Only because, no, I mean, okay, so Spaced Out Classic doesn't require you to colonize other planets, but the regular Spaced Out does. And I know this is like a hot take in some aspects, but I really just like having one colony to worry about. My mind just does not handle multiple colonies that well. This is going to cause everything to collapse, isn't it? So this might not be the best place to put it. But if it does, then, you know, I guess so be it. Actually, no, not so be it. Let's do this right. Let's put it right there, and then I can run this wire through. And then we'll build the wires. Actually, we'll go through the fridge. Actually, I don't even need the fridge because I already have the mini fridge. I forgot about that. Forgot about the mini fridge. So we'll do that. And then we'll have power. We just need batteries as well. So we have a little battery, but we want a big battery. There is something nice about not having to worry about a lot of things. I like having a small little base with a small little colony, but you know, that's what I love about the developers though. They like this game is so open-ended. It kind of gives you the option to play however you want, and it doesn't matter if you like to have one base. I mean, unless you're playing a spaced out, like the one with the small planetoid side starting, then you are forced to go to other planetoids early because the nature of the materials that you start with, right? So, but in this case, you can pretty much just stay on one planetoid the entire time. Hey, what's up, Vitaly? Nice to see ya. How's it going? Hodor would love a door. Well, we got doors now. I see many people, streamers playing GTA 5, probably in preparation for GTA 6 drop. Would you stream GTA 5? So I would stream GTA 5, but I don't play online. I don't have any sort of online presence. Like I played online in like 2013, and that was it. I'm not really an online player. These type of, are you stuck? Are you stuck, or you are trapped, aren't you? Okay, that's easy to fix. So what we're gonna have to do, if this is the water's getting sucked down, I obviously don't want it to overflow. That's gonna suck. So let's do this temporarily, and we'll kind of get that done, you know, ASAP. So algae's pretty low, 4,200. So let's see if we can keep going. Yeah, we have algae up here. Unfortunately, this is on algae, which I really don't want to break into. This is on algae, so I gotta get corals up pretty quick. So, but also in order to get corals up quick, I have to get pearls. So I need to get up here, grab those pearls. So there's a lot. Yeah, I need to get over here. Let's grab these pearls. In fact, I need this pearl so bad. We're not going to take that. Just harvest that. But there's a lot of, wow, there's a whole bunch here. That's really good. This one can't even grow. We can get to this one. So yeah, we got to get to these pearls. So yeah, sorry, I would stream GTA. Sorry, to answer your question, Dark Frost, I would stream GTA 5 if you guys wanted to see GTA 5, but I wouldn't play online just because I don't know, or you know, I don't have an online presence already where I could show off anything cool. It'd be basically just me playing online for the first time, and I don't know how interesting that would be at this stage of GTA 5's lifespan. The GTA 6 I will definitely stream, but I really want to play the story. So if online comes out at the same time, I probably wouldn't play online like immediately, you know? I always have trouble with power when I start switching to smelting and cooling in the Aqua Planet. So Duo Max, yeah, so power is like, if you're on the tidal turbines, obviously you have to, it's a different strategy than the regular game. So in Aqua Planet, there's a couple different ways you can go about this. If you're reliant exclusively on tidal turbines, you want to store the battery. You want to have lots of batteries to store power, so they're ready to use. If you are trying to like produce power as you need it, which is usually what you do anyways in Ani, like you usually have like one battery per generation method, right? Like natural gas will have its own smart battery and so on and so forth. Then the best, sorry, where's my lavatories? Lavator, there it is. Then the strategy, oh, I already have it. Okay, cool. Then the strategy would be to go down and get your fissures, because your fissures, there's polluted water here? Oh, because your fissures are basically infinite natural gas as long as you build the marine miner tool thing to make it so. So you want, but I think the biggest thing is you want to store power from these inside batteries, because they kind of work on intervals, right? So when this is working, this one here might not be working. But when they're all working at like, there's always going to be some that are overlapped. So those might be enough to produce or to run your metal refinery. But if they're not, then you have to store them. So when you're not running your metal refinery, you have that extra power available, kind of thing. And of course, eventually you want to get away from the tidal turbines eventually, right? So you can use something like the Hydra. Well, you're going to have access to hydrogen, or whatever you find on your outskirts. So I want to harvest this. Let's see. Everything's already set to harvest, so let's make that a 9. I really need the pearls. Oh, unreachable? Oh, because these are not reachable. Let's make this. Let's get there quick. Okay, blueprints. I'll take the zinc. I'm still... Okay, actually, food's not bad. Do I want to go for oxygen or do I want to go for another duplicate right now? Oxygen is okay, but algae is... Like, you know what? Let me not go for a duplicate right now. I know I said I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, but I want to get to these corals before I really start that. And I also want to get the power online too. So let's get the power done. Because I don't want this. I don't want this anymore. Hey, what's up, Carlos? Nice to see you. Welcome. Unkindly, welcome. Is the mucus only useful for a liquid lock, or is there another use? Yeah, there is another use, although it's not very important. You can use it for lice loaf. Let me just check. What else? I'm missing something else. So, you can make slime with it, which again, it's not. You can make slime and turn it into algae, but you have to heat it up. So that's not really useful early on. See, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, lice loaf. So lice loaf isn't bad because lice loaf is used for sushi. So it's like a renewable way, I suppose, to keep getting sushi. Also the paku treat if you want to make that. So yeah, it's not really that useful like this early in the game. You can find uses for it though, which I like. I like that you can find maybe niche is the right word. Niche uses for it. I don't know if that's like exact right word. Why sanitized? Asked Josh. I don't know. It's just done by default, so I never really think to change it. Hey, what's up, Lockstack? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, Wade? Nice to see you as well. Ladder about to be out of reach. Not sure which one. I hope I fixed it. I'm a little bit behind on chat, so hopefully I fixed it. When I was playing last night, says Wade, I was putting slime in a storage bin and partially submerged in water to prevent off-gassing. They were in chlorine, but the slime didn't go down. Has the mechanic changed? I don't know if the mechanic has changed. I'm sorry, Wade. I'm not sure if I can answer that accurately. Oh, for slime lung. Maybe because it was in a storage bin, it wasn't working as you would expect it. I'm not sure if they changed that. That could have been the case. Or maybe this. I don't know if this is the case because I don't usually use chlorine anymore. But maybe there was just too much, such an overwhelming amount of germs that it was producing. It was reproducing faster than it was being deleted. That could be too. So go to your germ screen, or sorry, go to let's see if I can find any germs and sort of tell you what I mean here. Okay, so go to here. And go to the germs. It'll say food poisoning, change rate -2 per second. and then it'll say what the growth factor is. So it'll tell you exactly what's happening. So this is overpopulated, so it's dying actually. But as soon as it's becomes stable, it'll start growing again. So it'll like bounce back and forth. You know what I mean? Once it's not overpopulated. Could you test something for us? Does construction affect the swimming animation like a ladder or a fire pole speed up? So does construction affect the swim? Like if I build a ladder, or you mean if they're on a ladder? I could definitely test it. I'm just maybe just not sure exactly what you mean. Let me just keep going on here. What else? So okay, I want to get a mess hall set up. This is gonna be a mess hall here. I don't know if I can reach this. I don't think I can reach that, which is kind of annoying. Let's make the mess hall all the way in here. That'll be a lot more fun. So we'll just dig it down into here, and we'll build it from this through. Because otherwise the stand's gonna fall, right? It's gonna be annoying. So here we go. You mean if they're on a ladder, is that gonna be faster than just this? Hey, what's up, weird Tolkien-ish figure? Welcome. Pedro says my hot take is GTA Online sucks. You know what? I agree with that hot take. I'm not an online fan. I don't really like playing with other players who can just buy the best thing. But you know, to each their own, right? If you like GTA Online, a lot of people like GTA Online, right? So that's the thing. It's hard to it's hard to find people who sorry, maybe let me restart that sentence. It's GTA is just so popular still that you have sort of the both sides of the argument kind of interested in the game, right? So there's people who hate online and have never touched it, like myself. I haven't played online since like 2013, and then there's people who still play it to this day. That's why it's so popular, which is fine. Again, that's, you know, whatever you want to play is totally cool. I just prefer not to play online because you know, you can buy that bike that's been nerfed 1,000 times as far as I'm aware, and it can still, people can still grief you or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played in a long time. I just went back at some points and played, and I was like, okay, well, I think I'm too much of a old man to enjoy this or something. I don't know. I don't know. What's the game you made the most friends with while playing? If there's Call of Duty. That's a great question, Vitaly. It would be Call of Duty. I played so much Call of Duty back in I would say like late high school and post high school. I played a lot of Call of Duty, and I was actually pretty good at some of them, but I never really had good reflexes. I kind of only... I gotta really start getting some algae or oxygen. I never really was that good at FPS, but the Black Ops ones I was always pretty decent at. I think my best Black Ops was Black Ops 1. I had probably a 3.4 or 3.6 KD throughout my like thousands of hours in that game. And I made a lot of like online friends and also IRL friends playing that game. And then of course I've had everything else was just terrible. I'm usually pretty bad at FPS. I hate GTA Online to do all the cheaters and hackers. I play online, but only invite. That makes sense too. And you know what? If you have friends to play with that play GTA Online, it makes a world of difference, right? It's a much different situation if you have a group of people that are also interested in playing it. Versus, oh, I didn't make this symmetrical. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this here, delete that. I don't really need all these, but I do need, what's it called? Plants. And then I need more algae. Algae's getting a little bit slim pickings on the algae. I need the corals online. Okay, so now we don't need this generator. Delete that ASAP, and I can get access to this. Luckily, the oxygen does pool up, and it's sort of ready for us. I say it more in the story, but I also like playing solo games. Me too. I love solo games. I mean, as I've gotten older, right? Because when you get older, it's harder to line up what you want to play and when with other people, especially if, you know, people are working full time. You work different schedules. Some people have obligations that they can't play out online when you can. So it's a little bit harder. You sort of get used to playing story games, which is fine. I mean, that's just kind of how life is. Oh, I got the Muchin all mixed up with the water. Any famous people do voices in GTA? In the new one? You mean in the new one, or like in the previous ones? I mean, there are people that are, I guess, somewhat famous. I wouldn't say they're like, it's not like Samuel Jackson famous from GTA San Andreas, but there's like Trevor has been in a number of TV shows and movies. He's usually like the bad guy or whatever. So as you would expect, Ned Luke is probably the most recognizable. He has the YouTube channel. He's pretty interesting. So yeah, there's quite a few, I guess. Depends on what you would consider famous, though, I suppose. You completely butchered both my nicknames. Made me chuckle regardless. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm brutal. If you like spell it out, if you care, I can remember. But it's just I'm terrible at them. I will admit that. I'm glad it made you chuckle though. Which replaces water in a lot of recipes, so it's a nice substitute. Yeah, that's true. Michael's son was annoying as hell. Trevor is the agent of chaos. I agree, but Michael's son, I think the voice actor was great for Michael's son because he played the annoying son extremely well, and I think even people who didn't like him would agree because he. I remember the scene from the trailer as well, but in the game where he's like, "Let's bounce," and then Ned Luke is like, "Bounce, we're bouncing now," and that part was really funny. So, trying to be like the young hip kid or whatever from that generation, and then you have Michael, the old man, like, "Oh, I gotta deal with this shit." Like. I did some uneffing lately. Smashed some kids at basketball today. How are you doing? How's life work? Oh, I miss the basketball days. Thank you for asking. It is good. I'm glad that you had a great time playing some basketball. Work is going good. Not much to say about that. It is what it is. I'd rather be playing games, but it is what it is. Did one of your trees die? They might have. Oh, this one was flooded. Yeah, so I think that one died, unfortunately. It's okay. I still have... Like I got the seed from it, but I also have 4 more. So it's okay. I need to get the corals. Let's focus on the corals. Holy smokes. I need to get this coral ASAP. So I need to build the hydroponic farm. This is what I'm... Okay, I already have it. So let's get that online ASAP. Oh, wait, I don't have... What don't I have? I think I need more pearl. I don't want to lose the game already. I'm getting too distracted here. Okay, let's take that out. We'll leave that. That's okay. I need to find more pearls. So there's a pearl up there. There's a pearl here. Okay, let's get that one. That one should be pretty easy to get. So auto harvest 9. And then we'll get this uprooted, and then put a water maker down here, or sorry, an oxygen maker somewhere here. In fact, I think it would be best if I open this up because I'm going to be using a light. So a light cannot reach that far. I don't have to put it at the bottom though. I guess I could put it up here. I could put it here as well. That's probably okay. Where's the best place? I guess for now I'll put it here because the wire is really close. So we'll put that. Yeah, we'll put that right there. And then we'll build a couple of these guys there, and then we'll build the hydroponic farm. I need one more coral. Dude, get that the thing. Go harvest it. What's taking so long? Okay, let's level up some of ours. So peats, I'll take the peat for now. I'm a little bit scared about my oxygen consumption at the moment. Super hard digging. Yeah, we're gonna go for mechatronics engineering. Nice. So ranching is really good to have, so we can start moving around critters like beacons. And I guess we'll go for Field research is fine. Try to get that. Can I plant these? Yes, I can. Okay. That should be okay. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Let's try to get a great haul going here if we can. And then let's go. Let's get that pearl. Finally. All right, so now we can build the hydroponic farm tile here. I think I have to build it here. Is this gonna reach? Yeah, this is gonna reach. Okay, so let's get this done ASAP. A little bit close to the radiation, but that's, you know, duplicants have to just, it's part of the cost of running business. Okay, so insufficient pearl, what? You already had 100. I saw 100. I'm pretty sure I saw 100. It was ready to build. I need that. You guys better have those pearl. Okay, good. It was in the delivery process. I was gonna be like, listen, you need to have that pearl. Like, if you guys lost the pearl, you gotta go find it. Okay, so I need plumbing in here as well, which is pretty easy. I'll just put it down here for the time being, just to have this online quick. How else do you learn the most up-to-date list of slurs if you didn't play online? Oh, by playing Call of Duty in 2010. That's how. So if you search Instagram and if you search like Modern Warfare 2 lobbies on Instagram or whatever, or like whatever Reels app you use, you're gonna find some of the most heinous 12-year-olds you've ever heard in your life. I installed from a flopped, needed a PK zip to unzip. Oh, got that on whatever. It's invalid build. Let's go. Let's build it then. Hurry up. You guys are going to run out of oxygen. So we need a couple corals online, right? So we got one here, which we're going to get. I guess we'll just open this up and get it. Get the coral. So we need more pearls now. Pearls is what's kind of our bottleneck. So maybe we go up here as well. We go get this one, and in the process, we drain the water. I suppose I could also go for the water weeds and plant water weeds here, so these guys can make oxygen. I played Doom back in 1996. Holy smoke, Grandpa Ethan, yeah, Unc Ethan. I actually have some actively search for new words since I'm not a native speaker. Yeah, I mean, I guess you do if you're into learning the slurs, but I don't know if it's what the purpose, what the purpose would be. Yeah, it was quite the time to be alive online, to be honest. Let's relocate this guy so I don't mess up again. I'll just put him in the water. Like you gotta think how teenagers are, or people who are just becoming teenagers or whatever, and then combine that with no moderation, no filters, no getting banned. There's no getting banned back in Xbox 360. Like, you had to really mess up to get banned. Microsoft just did not care at all. So it was a pretty wild time. Pretty wild time. Hopefully my duplicates are okay. Oh, they're not really okay. They probably don't like that. Is this minor radiation sickness? Yeah, I should probably not force them to go here. Honestly, I should probably drain the water a little bit. And now I've already built this, so kind of funny that maybe it's best that I build like a wall here. This does provide some radiation protection. Yeah, 56%. So maybe for the time being, I just block it. That might be the way to go. So I don't know. I don't know if this is worth it. I think this might. I'm gonna save here because I don't know if this is worth. I don't want my duplicates to get sick by me being negligent. So let's see. Ray Liotta is the voice of Tommy Vercetti. Oh, that's true. So you meant like across all GTAs? Yes. So Ray Liotta. There was Samuel Jackson in GTA San Andreas. I forgot forgot if there's a lot of like Rockstar doesn't always go for the super super famous people. They usually like to go for people who don't sound like other actors already that you would recognize. I think I'm not sure exactly what their game plan is with that, but it's something along something along those lines. So this is still pretty significant, but at least it's not like 2000 or whatever, right? So fingers crossed that's okay for now. But yeah, like I said, I can probably just relocate this after I have more of them. So we'll go up here first, get this one done first, and then we'll yeah. Not the ideal location, to be honest. Maybe if I deconstruct this, they don't have to go as far. And then what do we got here? Great Hall, nice. So we got lots of morale now for early game. We got lots of food. So I'm pretty confident now to start taking on some more dupes. We'll build a kitchen here. And yeah, go in that direction. In my latest game, I put a Great Hall after Nature Reserve, easy 10 plus morale. I haven't used Nature Reserve in so long, and I think Charlie was just talking to me about that earlier. I should really start getting back into using the Nature Reserve. I gotta start integrating that into my gameplay again. I used to always use it, but just haven't thought too much of it lately. It seems Ethan Charms appeal to older public. So glad that Mr. Lada is able to find work after dying. He was quite the iconic actor, I suppose, from that era. I don't know a lot of his movies, so I apologize in advance for that. But I know he was pretty famous for various things. I just don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what off the top of my head. I'm not sure the reasoning behind coral requires salt getting pumped in. I don't really get it either. I think that just having it in a saltwater atmosphere should be sufficient. Now that being said, it doesn't use a lot as far as 20 kilograms per cycle. I guess is kind of a lot, but if you consider how much is in one tile, it's not that much. And also there's the polluted brine. Is it the polluted brine? It's the brine vent or whatever that you can. I think you can feed it brine, right? No, it does. It's salt water. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it can be in brine, but it needs salt water. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it's like that. It's also, here's another thing that I don't understand is why is the swimwear? I don't know if they changed it. They might have changed it, but the swimwear. Look, here it is. The swimwear. Why do you need applied science research to get swimwear? Like honestly, so you're telling me that my duplicants can figure out how to build an aqua tuner before they can figure out how to build a swimwear pattern? There's something not quite adding up about that, in my opinion. But again, Clay is still, Clay's still working on it. Hopefully they can sort of adjust that. I don't think that's a very reasonable scale to, it would make more sense if the swimwear was like, by the way, why is it with advanced caffeination, right? Would it not make more sense to have it like exosuits, maybe even like before Atmos suits, like just before it or something, or even with Atmos suits, right? It's still pretty deep in the tech tree. I just don't get why you need applied science research for that. That's all. Okay, let's go ahead and hook that up. Get some of that, and then the fridge. I guess I'll make a little fridge somewhere else. I know this is like. Oh, by the way, I should probably deconstruct that. Sorry if I missed any messages. Just please let me know again. I think I got everybody, but I just not sure if I missed anybody's. I've been jumping all over the place. So let's see. No time like the present, but things are sort of bad now. Sorry, what is that in reference to? Not sure if I missed the message there. Not sure the reasoning behind the coral salt water. Or is that with regards to the swimwear? Miam-izim, I think, on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully I didn't butcher that all too much. I'm really bad with new names sometimes, so I apologize. They put that they're just to force people to research that quadrant, which most people don't. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't feel like that's a reasonable reason. I feel like you know, if you, that's sort of an artificial, like, sorry, not that's not the right word. That's sort of a can't think of the right word right now. But that it's I don't find that to be a reasonable explanation from Clay's perspective. I really wish that they you know, kind of kept more with, like, you know, the more you research, the more advanced things should usually be. I know it's not the case for everything, granted, right? But like for example, jet suits makes sense that it's past Atmos suit, right? It needs data bank and radiation research. You wouldn't put jet suits before Atmos suits. So like, why do I need to do applied science for swimwear? Again, it's not the end of the world. Like, swimwear is not that, and again, swimwear is not even that like significant, you know, because most of the time you're going to be wearing Atmos suits by the time you get to swimwear anyways. So it's like, why don't you just have a substitute that you can wear until you get to Atmos suits, basically? You know, like, it's not not the worst thing, but it's my only issue with the DLC, realistically. Oh, we can get this one too, and that's where Minnow is. So let's go. I suppose, let's see, which way do we want to go here? We can go straight into here, and that, hopefully that doesn't uncover my corals, but yeah, we'll go straight into here and go get this thing. So enable auto harvest at 9. Hopefully we can get that. Okay, let's see who we got now. Okay, by the way, okay, we have salty snacks are good. I would have to make more salty snacks to take on another duplicate. Oxygen's looking pretty good. I am low on algae, so I want to get another coral online before I take on another dupe. So I'm still searching for plum pumps. There's one here. We're gonna go grab that one, and there's one here. We're gonna grab that one, and then we can build our another coral. So that's kind of the direction that I'm thinking about. So let's go. Let's go. There's a method to their madness, I guess. That could be. I mean, again, it's a design decision, right? It's not the end of the world. You don't really need swimwear. It's just something fun to have. And I feel like by the time you get it, it's already too late. I know that maybe that's just how I like to go through the tech tree, and it's different. So professional voice actors are some very special people. After watching Netflix Arcane, I'm fully convinced Mai Sinclair is the best actress alive. So I watched Arcane, but I didn't like. So I watched it and I appreciated the artistic. What do you say? Like how amazing it was artistically. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't really. Oh no! Don't do that. What are you doing? I didn't like this. No, sorry. I didn't like isn't the right word. I didn't really get the story as like other people did, because I'm just not really an anime fan. But the game itself was like. Sorry, the TV show itself was beautifully done. The animations were fantastic, and the voice acting was some of the best ever. So I 100% agree with you there. There was, and I like, and it's unfortunate that I just didn't really get into animes, because I would probably absolutely love Arcane if I did like animes. Okay, so we're gonna move this over because I don't want. I guess it's okay. I'll just put it here. This is gonna go down, right? So maybe I want to like future-proof that a little bit. You know what? Maybe we'll dig all the way down, because this can be like my lowest level. So what we'll do is we'll come across like this. This will be like the base of this pool, I guess. We'll come into here, and then we'll start digging this out, something like that. Hopefully there shouldn't be any sand that falls. I always make that mistake though. But no, Arcane was like very well done. I was super impressed with the quality. Let's see. Possess has the knowledge of HVAC and whatnot to prevent fluids from trespassing the suit, make it impenetrable. I don't really know. I mean, yeah, you know, it could be, right? It's again, it's a design decision that they've made, and I'm sure they have the reasoning. I feel like that's one improvement they could make, especially to help like new players out, because again, by the time that you have access to that, it's almost like, okay, just use Atmos suits. So why not make it more viable, you know? Okay, probably, like, I mean, Gene is not, I kind of like Gene. Gene is just a fun person to have around. Devin is a fun person, but he can't build. I don't really care about, I'll just take the water for now. I hate allergic to floral scent. Although I don't think there's floral scent on this. No, I'll take the water, and then hopefully by the next time there's a duplicant arriving, I can take another duplicant. So let's build some more salty snacks for the time being. And I think it just takes salt, right? Yeah, it just takes salt. Okay, so unreachable dig. I probably have to. I obviously can't get there, so that was my bad. Let me redo this, and they should be able to run along and fix that. I think the beacons also fertilize. Yes, they do. The corals, because I've seen them fertilized when the beacons are on the corals, but no fertilized status. So yes, the beacons produce, oh, this is out of the water. The beacons produce lime, and they produce, I think, the exact amount of lime that the corals need. So this needs, I think, 5 kilograms per cycle. Let me just check on that. Yeah, 5 kilograms. And the beacons produce 5 kilograms as well. Yeah, 5 kilograms per cycle. So yeah, the beacons and the corals work well together, extraordinarily well. I guess it's just a matter of supporting the beacons, which they eat starnicles, so it's not too bad. Or you can feed them phosphorite. And as soon as you have access to Drecos, I mean, it's basically a piece of cake, right? Sandy shells are such a wrecker behavior. Well, yeah, they just go around slaughtering all my fish. It would be kind of hilarious, like not in a good way, but if Minnow was slaughtered by the sandy shell, it'd be pretty brutal. Oh, someone's eating fish fillet. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get someone to be a cook. No, I need Amari to be mechatronics engineering. So we'll take, hopefully the next duplicate that comes through is a cook. I really want there to be another cook. Okay, let's go for insulated tiles so we can block off this, because this is not, I don't want to deal with the cold again like I did in my first playthrough. Also, can we not get on here? I guess they can't make that jump. I thought they could make that jump. I suppose they can't. I mean, you know what? I don't need this. I could literally just not do that. I don't know why I'm making it more complicated. Just deconstruct this and then they can do it, right? I'm like doing it this the hard way. Okay, and then we'll build the platform. The platform is going to come across like this. And like that. There we go. Now it should be okay. The art style in Arcane is amazing. Yeah, it was. It was amazing. And by the way, thank you so much for the follow. Miam-ism, I think. So, sorry. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. I think there's something wrong with my... Sometimes it does this. I didn't change anything, but it must be something wrong with my Streamlab alerts. Or maybe I just missed it. So, I might have it muted, actually. It might be muted. Anyways, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate. Oh no! Why did you get stuck, Frankie? No. Okay, this is an easy fix, I think. All right, Frankie, you're gonna hopefully no, dude, do not pee yourself on this asteroid, please. Please do not pee yourself on this asteroid. Okay, get out, get out. Someone has to build this. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I cannot afford to have pee everywhere on this asteroid. That would be absolutely insane to deal with. Okay, so let's get this done. Pokey and Danish Circle on site for me. Oh, it does work. Okay, Little Guys Club. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. So I just had it a little bit muted on my end, so I didn't hear it when the last follow. So thank you so much for the follow, and I appreciate the support. It also doesn't help that I have the same sound for the game and and the follows. Yeah, I still gotta fix that. Okay, there we go. I hate to deviate from the 4-tile grid. I know but I'm keeping with the neutronomium here. The neutronium. I think I said that right. I want to keep it on the same level. So it's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. Like the scenes from Shrek where what's the guy's name? Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, or something like that. Well, that's how I feel about this deviation. I really do like, says Charlie, how the map spawns in a way sometimes that forces you to deviate. Yeah, so that's another cool thing. I actually alluded to that in my first impressions video that I did, where yes, I hate deviating from the grid system. I really enjoy that, but why do you have 4 blocks? Excuse me. Oh, you can't get off. Oh my goodness! Please do not pee your pants. Please, please, please. Amari. Okay, she's gonna make it. Whoa, oh my goodness. I really like how like these tidal turbines sort of force you out of your element if you are used to doing the grid pattern. That is a super fun part of the game for me, because I love doing the grid pattern, but again, this one is sort of like, okay, you can't put anything here because there's a tidal turbine here, there, and then likewise, you know, around. This one's actually the spacing is actually pretty good on this asteroid. Some of them are a lot closer, but like this one here, you know, you can't put anything there. That has to be enclosed in water. So it's kind of interesting in that aspect. I also like the caverns. The caverns sort of seem like you could keep the caverns and it would be fine, or you can, you know, start to deviate and make them. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mute my mic there. I'm so sorry. I think I just burped into the mic. I really apologize if that came through. It just like came out. Sorry about that, chat. There's so much coquina on the map that you can farm snorkels for free meat. Yes, yeah, there is a lot, and they don't take a whole lot. So it's one of the benefits of the asteroid. Okay, let's go ahead and keep digging this. Hopefully this is not sand. Yeah, this is zinc ore. Should be okay. Okay, yeah, that was a research. You mean like having unmovable places of interest? Yeah, it's sort of similar, I suppose, to that. But it's yeah, it's not that big of a deal for me. I kind of like being forced to do something different as long as it's not extraordinarily detrimental. Okay, good. I was worried that this might be a back wall and slip through, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, let's do that one as well. Okay, so now I need a light here, but I can't put the light in the water, right? So what I want to do is probably drain a little bit more out. I still have enough algae that I can sort of keep going, but let's dig some more and get this water a little bit lower. Maybe to here. I don't know how much that's going to cause, but let's get the water to here so I can put a light, and I can still keep sort of a box. You know what I mean? I can delete this though. I don't need that. I'll keep this actually. Keep that. Mate, no! Why did you make a mess? Oh, it's the worst spot possible, Max. Oh no, that's the. Why would you make a mess there? Can you not get back? Oh, you couldn't get back in time, could you? You can't get down here. Oh, you got stuck. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Not the end of the world. It's just a bunch of polluted water. Oh, no. I didn't even see that. They're both trapped. Oh, that is brutal. How did you guys get stuck up there? Oh, because the water level dropped. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so now we're going to have 2 people. Oh, no. Kai's okay. Kai's okay. That's unfortunate. It's okay. The water will... The germ shouldn't last forever because it's surrounded by salt water. So it's really not the end of the world. It's just annoying to have. Just annoying to have. They really did a nice 3D art with minnow spawn. They did. Yeah, it does look very pretty. Yeah, Uther says trapped. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind. Did not see that. Hey, let's go. Let's start moving. Why can't you guys... Oh, because you're not done. Why can't you build this? Find something. Use your brain and build. There we go. To pee or not to pee? That is the question. That's correct. Weird. As far like for me, there's never been a use for a kitchen other than the fact that can you still not get down? Oh, okay, because of this now. Oh, there's a thing here. Okay. This can go here. This can go there. Yeah, I don't normally make a kitchen other than for the fact of having the kitchen on like visually in my room's overlay. But there's no morale boost for a kitchen. And the spice grinder is kind of the only thing. Let me just try to find it. Kitchen, yeah. So spice grinder, cooking station for refrigerator. Yeah, it's beyond that. It's there's no use for it. Hey, Little Guys Club, I love your YouTube content. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the follow earlier as well. I'm a little bit behind on chat, so I'm just getting to you now. Guy stuck on the ladders, yeah. Some people pay to hear burps, no worries. Well, I don't expect you guys to have to listen to it, so I apologize. The Eska does make me very gassy, so I usually try to mute the mic before, but that one just it's snuck up. Okay, so anyways, moving on from that. I need to enough burp talk for this stream. I need to get oxygen set up. So no more messing around. Let's get some oxygen here. I think this is fine. And then we'll put liquid pumps down here, I suppose. Just like that. And then we'll have the that thing there. And then we'll make that to go like that. And then we'll put a light right above it. Now, what I like about the corals is that they don't need a lot of light. Like, there's no requirement for light. Now, I hope that doesn't give Clay any ideas, but you can literally just put a little bit of light and it's going to be perfectly fine. So, I do really enjoy that and appreciate the simplicity. I would have thought, and it would have made more sense to me, if the requirement for salt water was not present and a certain light amount was. So I think they should change it so that the atmosphere being salt water is sufficient enough for the coral, but not required to pump it in, and then just to have maybe more illumination than what you would normally get from one ceiling light, like maybe 3 ceiling lights worth or something like that. You know what I mean? Just not. I think that would be a lot more reasonable, but I managed to use all 13 tidal springs on my Astra connected together in the same energy trunk for an average of 3.3 kilowatts for 300 cycles before I needed more energy. They do a good job. They do a good job, especially if you store it. If you don't mind making a lot of batteries, they do a pretty good job. I'm just gonna build probably some tiles. No, actually, the salt water is right here, or the polluted water is kind of there now. This one I can probably build some tiles eventually and just mop it up. It shouldn't be too hard to mop it up. And a little bit here. It's fine. Actually, we can deconstruct that and plant the corals. So these corals will sustain 3 duplicates. So they're pretty good. I kind of like the corals. Where is the next? Okay, there's one here. But I need more clamp clam pumps. So there's one down here I can get. That's pretty easy. There should already be, maybe there's already a pearl. No, there's no pearl down there. Okay, so this is water though. So I kind of don't want to mix salt water and water if I can help it. Maybe it doesn't matter. Can I just drain this even more? No, this is already salt water mixed in. Okay, never mind then. Forget it then. It's not gonna make a difference. I'll just go on up top. I'll just go on up top. How about that? Okay, so food is okay. I have 20k salty snacks. Time to restart. Too much pee. Yeah, you know, like it's the beta. I probably would have restarted that last cycle if this was a long-term playthrough, but because it's the beta and I will eventually start again, I'll just mop it up. It's not the biggest of these. Like I said, the germs kind of disappear really quickly anyways because it's in salt water, so they're not going to last. But it's just kind of annoying to have the pee substance there, especially since like you know it's pee and then you're like, yeah, I did that, you know. Okay, let's get that done quick. They can swim up and down the waterfall. Yes, they can, but for some reason they didn't. I don't know why. Oh, sorry, the water level trapped them. You're right. The second message you said, yep, that's correct. That is correct. So this is funny. It's like a very small amount of polluted water here, but it's barely visible visually. But as soon as they build this, I'll just mop it up. I call the scumbags when they pee in the water. Okay, so let's see. Who do we have? I don't really want flatulent just now. Definitely don't want anemic. Cannot do digging, but he can cook. So Ruby can cook, which is good. Athletics is pretty good. I guess I don't need them to be good at digging if they're going to be my full-time cook. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll take Ruby, because that's, you know, plus 25% cooking speed is not too bad, especially if my colony grows big enough. I mean, for a long-term playthrough, that would be a pretty good start. But yeah, I guess. Oh, decreased agriculture too. I don't know. I'll take the coal because I want her to be a farmer as well, right? So, because I want one person to be husbandry, which I already have. Yeah, I don't want Ruby. Okay, so Digger Frankie, super hard digging. Yeah, so I have like, you know, Rancher Max, and we'll go for, so I want a farmer and I want the farmer to be my cook at the same time. And Akai the researcher, I think, yeah, we'll go into improved carrying. There's a lot of carrying tasks. Irrigation, let's hurry up and do this. What's taking so long? Why is everyone so busy? Crazy. I just strapped the beacons in there so they have perma-light without needing a wire. That's a good idea. I wouldn't mind strapping the beacons, but I'm trying to use the light, and eventually I will integrate beacons for food as well. So this is just to get myself set up because I'm very low on algae. So I want there to be. I really want there to be a way to sustain my duplicates until I can get a much more industrialized setup working. Okay, so there's another, that's 37%. So I need to get this guy here. So we'll go down and use a ladder. And then auto harvest. And then there we go. Let's go down and get that one. And then yeah, I could throw a beacon in here. I'm more inclined to move these Poke Shells because these guys are super annoying if they start hacking and slashing away at my aquatic creatures. And the Sandy Shell as well. I think we'll put these aside. And then I can mop this up. And then I can work on that as well. Build mesh tiles. I think that will allow them to mop it onto the left side. Really? If I build the mesh? That's not a bad idea. Although, you know what? Sandstone isn't too bad. Sorry, the regular tiles, but out of siltstone. Okay, so a little bit of polluted water left. Not a whole lot, but there's a little one there as well. It's almost, honestly, it's almost not that big of a deal if it wasn't for the off gassing. The off gassing is kind of annoying. Just the fact that I can see it. So there's any awards for animations of all kind. Oh, one sec. Let me just make sure my duplicates are busy here. Nothing is free on this asteroid, so they gotta get to work. I wish there was a beacon here, because this would be producing enough oxygen for one duplicate if I had a beacon in this area, but it's actually all the way down here. So again, okay, we have. Wait, I thought I just had. Did someone eat the pearl? What happened to I thought I had 50 kilograms of pearl. You know what? I don't know if the sea queens eat the pearl, so I'm gonna put pearls on here for now, just to get them. Just to make sure that I don't have them disappearing. Sorry. There's any awards for animations of all kinds. It's hosted for 52 years. Most awards the show has ever gotten in a single year was 6. Second place was 3. Arcane got nominated in 9 and won all 9. You know what? Well deserved. Is that the first season or the second season? Like, did the second season do really good as well? Arcane is some biblical level shit, in my opinion. It really is. Like, it's like I said, I wish I'd liked Animate so I could enjoy it more. But from what I've seen, I've seen the first season, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the first season. It was very, 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 very well done. Honestly, it was probably the best, like, highest production value anime. Again, I'm not an anime fan, but from my opinion, it's probably the highest production value anime that I know of or that I've heard of. So maybe anime fans would be, you know, they may have different opinions, but from my uneducated opinion, it is definitely the best. Okay, let's get this done as well. We'll just mine all this out. Basically like that. And then we'll start getting into... I really want to take another duplicate on, right? So I need to get another coral. Oh, the cat's here. Lily, what's up? If you guys want to see a cat reveal, let's see if she comes by. Hey, what's up? Come here. Oh, she's coming. Cat reveal, maybe, chat. I might have to leave my duplicates on their own for a minute. Okay, here we go. Let's get the cat. I'm going to put it on slow speed so they don't have a colossal mess up, but the cat's here. Already. He has no time. No time for this cat. What are you doing? Come here. Wait, come closer. She is not too interested in being grabbed at the moment. Gotcha. Okay, I got her. Let's see. There she is. She's purring. What's that? I can feel it, her purring. Not very. She just wants to go. She wants to go play. Ow. Maybe just not on my lap. Not on my computer. All right, so there's a little bit of a cat. Cat reveal in case you haven't seen the cat. That's Lily. She just came in meowing and wanted to say hello. What's flooding? Ceiling light is flooding. No, I can't have that flooding. Okay, so obviously this is the draining process is causing us a little bit of grief here. So let's open this up maybe. Is that a Canadian lynx? No, it's just a gray tabby. Just a gray tab. We'll say she's a Canadian lynx. The cat can't be bothered with all that silly streaming business. Well, she came in here asking for attention, and unfortunately, she is not getting any right now. But she has a friend she can play with. I don't know why she's not playing with the friend. Looks exactly like my boy Enzo. That's cute. She's a really a cutie. She's got the typical tabby look, right? So let's see. What else can we dig here? Because obviously we got some issues. Oh, so what's something down here? I gotta go check that out. Let's just dig into here and try to get this down a little bit because there's more water flowing in. So we'll see how much we have to dig out in order to get this online again. Cats cannot stand Frankie's incompetence. Well, I think it was Max that pissed in the water, right? I don't think that was Frankie, but point taken. Okay, so it's going down. It kind of takes a while to transfer. So, I mean, if you look at all this, that might fill in. I think maybe this is good enough. We'll see. I just don't want these to be uncovered because then I'm back at square one, right? Look at Frankie. He's so happy. That's great. That's really great to see. Is this guy ever gonna get moved? Oh, you know what? I don't have I think ranchers are not allowed. So let's do ranching allowed so I can actually move these guys here. So food poisoning, that's fine, whatever. He'll survive. Okay, this is still flooded. That's not ideal. So maybe I can keep digging. This space isn't filling up as much as I had hoped that it would. So we'll keep digging down. I could move the ceiling light up, I suppose. I mean, I could put it all the way up here, and it would work. Then I wouldn't have to deal with that at all. Oh, there it goes. It's going. It's going. Well, whatever. We'll that's fine. We'll build that ladder. And then, of course, I want to get rid of this polluted water. So we'll do a mop right here. Coming up. Just kidding. No, she's a great cat. She's a great cat. Okay, so it's funny how it all gets pushed into one side. I don't even have to build this actually. Just mop that up, please. Hurry up. Let's go. Thank you. Okay, now it's all over here. So destroy the buildings. Okay, anyways, that's good. We got this. So what is this? I think this is an oxygen vent. I checked it out beforehand. Yeah, this is a polluted oxygen vent. So anyways, we have access to oxygen just in case we need it, which is pretty good. Okay, so clamp. I need more clamp pumps. Let's go and see what's over here maybe. Can I come up here? No, I can't quite make it up there. Probably. Why not? Why can't I make it up there? It seems like... Oh, they can't get up here. Oh, because the ladder's no longer in the water. Okay, so should be able to make it up here with the dig command, and then we'll see what is in this area. And then I'm gonna need more power. So we have enough. We can start making the latex machine, which is... Where's that? I forgot what it's called exactly. It was just called the latex machine. There it is. So, no, that's not the one. This one. The vulcanizer, right? The vulcanizer and the plant press thing. I need those two. But I need 2 more pearls before I take on another duplicate. So hopefully we can find more of those. It's not in here. I'm really trying not to plant these things because I want oxygen first. One of my other strategies was to plant one of these right away, so then you would have a domesticated access to more pearls that you could maybe potentially harvest quicker to get more corals set up. But I wasn't sure. Like I think it probably evens itself. Oh, nice, there's one right here. I think it probably evens itself out, but I'm not 100%. Obviously, I haven't tested that yet. But this is getting pretty cold. See how chat. See how it's 21 degrees here? It was not that cold. Like previously, right? So I really want to get insulated tiles up here since I feel like I sort of made a mistake by digging up. Well, actually, this space I had to dig up to anyways. But let's just get insulated tiles up. This is starting to get a little bit warmer here, and then we'll sort of go like this and just box everything in. Not ideal, but it's all right. We'll manage. I might have to go above it to get to this, actually. I'll leave this exposed for now so I can go in this way and finish this row. Then I don't have to build a bunch of ladders. That actually makes a lot better sense. So we'll go in here. And yeah, we'll put this on high priority. Okay, I don't know if you know Bunched, not sure. No, I do not know. She's a retired Brazilian Victoria's Secret top model. My cat's called Giseli Kitty because there's a play in how we pronounce her German name. So I'm almost certain I messed that name up, but that is no, I do not know that person. But that is a really unique name. I'm sure like it makes like really good sense in German. This one's name is just Lily. There's Lily and then there's Luna. So I have two. Luna is a tortie. Lily is just a tabby. So yeah, 9 out of 9 is season 1. Season 2 was 7 out of 7. The Unstoppable, 250 million is spent on making it. Money per production value is extremely is compared to Disney. I believe that. Like it was like I said, even someone who's not an anime fan, I was able to like really appreciate the level of detail put into it, and the voice, like you said, the voice acting was amazing as well. I hope that they keep doing more shows. Like I hope that sets the bar for what an anime should be. But again, it's one of those weird dilemmas, right? Where if you have a show that's so amazing and so well produced, then you're likely to have longer times between those shows coming out and coming like to fruition, which, you know, it's okay if you're patient enough and whatnot. But it's also like the case where like you really, Oxyferns would be really good actually. It's also the case where you really like to have shows coming. Wait, Ruby's already named? Do I already have a Ruby? So what? Oh, because I renamed Ruby when I was going to take her, but I didn't. So the game re-gave me the cook Ruby. That's hilarious. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it would be a whole new spawn and a whole new name. Like the name would just get refreshed. I actually don't mind Jean here. Jean would be really good. So I'm gonna take Jean. I think Jean's gonna be my cook. Sorry, Ruby. So it's one of those dilemmas where if the quality is so high and the expectations are so high, it's always going to take longer to get another season of, or another game. It's not always seasons, right? So there we go. So let's do cooking is top priority. So now we can make the cooked seafood. And of course, we're going to put that in the fridge. And now we can start focusing on, well, let's do the lavatories for one. You know, that would be a good start. So maybe we'll put the lavatories here. Yeah, we'll put the lavatories here. Delete this. I should have had those up already, but I've been just so all over the place. Just distracting myself. No worries though. Yeah, we'll put these. Probably just do this for now. What is this? This is, so sand is here. So I probably want to do this first. I don't want the Muchin to drop into here. And then we'll make the lavatories. It's Tom Brady's ex-wife? I did not know that. I'm not really into the celebrity, like, sphere or space or whatever you want to call it. So I did not know. Hey, what's up, Fitz? Fitz says, Ethan, welcome to the stream. Copy and paste in Google. It's worth it. It will be worth a while. No doubt Brazil makes the best in the world TV weather forecast. Okay, I think I understood that reference. But yeah, it's I no honestly, like up until this point, I did not know who she was, and I've never heard of her. Again, I'm just not very well versed in the whole celebrity stuff, and like remembering who's dating who and who's married to who. Oh, Fitz, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So, by the way, chat, let's see. It's probably gonna be on for another half an hour to an hour. That's kind of like my time frame for today. I'm still feeling okay. I am feeling a little bit sleepy, but I want to keep going, right? I want to keep making some progress. So gonna try go as long as I can, and then eventually I have to go. I'll have to go to bed because it's I got work tomorrow. So just keep going for now, and then we'll see where we end up. But yeah, gonna make the lavatory right now. Everything seems really slow. Like my duplicates are walking slow or something. Also need some more pearls, so still looking for that last. I mean, I'm waiting for these to grow, and then I'm pretty much good for the time being, because 3 of these will be able to support. Let's see, this is 3 duplicates, so 4.5. So it'll just about support 5 duplicates. Although I wouldn't mind having an extra one. So I still have to go look for. Oh, there was one here that I forgot about. Okay, so how do we get there easily without going through all the... Oh, there's more satellites. Holy smokes. There's a lot of radiation up here. So I could probably get rid of this one and it wouldn't be too big of a deal, just because I have like so many of them available. But I'll keep them for now. Not too sure which direction I want to go yet. This I definitely want to get access to. So I think what I'll do is I'll dig up like this. Get access to this, enable auto harvest. Actually, it's not even... Did this thing eat it? It should have been done harvesting by now. I think this thing ate it. Kind of annoying. Yeah, so that is fine. They should be able to get up here as well. And then we'll get another... Do I have another? No, I was going to just make rubber. Right. Let's get some of these guys down. Ooh, I'll have to delete these eventually. But this will essentially go like that. And the latex machine is just being made now. I also need the plant pulverizer, which I don't believe I have yet. Let's go get that. Plant pulverizer. This is just so I can make rubber, obviously, so I can get more power production. You just got here. Our schedules are not good. Yeah, I mean, I've been live for 2 hours. We started. So let me give you a rundown, Fitz. I started another asteroid because one, there was an update, so I wanted to try it out on the new update. But I also wanted to try some different techniques on progression in the early game, so I can make a video on it and kind of be more confident on what I'm talking about in the early game. So that was kind of a combination of that, and I also wanted crash satellites, so that was another big thing. So I got an asteroid with crash satellites, so I can do easy research. So yeah, this is where we are. We just transitioned away from algae, so we're on corals now. I do need another pearl though, so I can plant another wide hydroponic farm here. They peed in the water, which was kind of unfortunate. It's the first time they peed in my aquatic DLC water, so kind of annoyed at that. I'm also closing off my base here because, as you can see, I'm again really close to space. I don't know how I keep doing this to myself, but now I have all these cold materials everywhere. Just look at how slow Gina is. Like, so anyways, yeah, I have to block this area off. So not a big deal. It's just I have to do it before it gets too cold, you know. So we'll see how that goes. I also spawned with 5 gum ploms. So if you are interested in this asteroid, I'm gonna put this in the chat actually. If anyone's interested in this specific seed, it's a pretty good seed because you have the gum plums or palms. You have 5 of them at the start. So pretty good gum. What's it called? Gumwood production early on. Free rads, yeah, free rads. So it's pretty handy. I didn't want to use the uranium in order to make radiation for research because it just takes so long. Now, obviously, the downside to this is that there's so much radiation. I should probably just, you know, like get it out of the, like demolish it or whatever. But it's fine. I'll keep it there for now. I don't think this is gonna be like a full playthrough anyway. Hey, thank you so much, Dazio, for the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you coming by. So anyways, that's kind of the TLDR. Just building the washrooms now. I'm a little bit late on the washrooms. I've been distracting myself a lot, so it's okay. We're getting there slowly but surely. Let's get some sinks. Where's the sinks? So got a couple sinks down. We'll use the green one. I like the green one. I guess we'll have 3. 3 is like the right amount, I would say. And then we'll have a shower at the end. And I think this will be 64. Oh, 56. Perfect. Perfect. So obviously I have to build these, right? So we'll build some ladders in here. I kind of butchered that. There we go. So get all these built. And I want this done as well. I want this done quickly. This cold. Is the pea floating? Yeah, the pea floats on salt water, I guess. I guess salt water is heavier than polluted water. Oh my goodness, first yawn of the evening. You are very welcome, Uther. I really like this seed, so if this seed remains intact for when the game comes out, I would probably want to play this again. Just because of the gum plums. Sorry, gum palms. Okay, let's get the pulverizer. Put the pulverizer here, I guess. This is good as any. And then we'll send it right into a storage. Well, actually, I guess we can send it right into the vulcanizer. Pretty sure I already have that. Yeah, right here. I'll leave a space just in case I want to... let's see. This needs a liquid intake, right? Yeah. I probably should put it in a liquid tank, just in case. So, the reservoir. Where is it? I spelled reservoir wrong. That's the one. Okay, cool. Vitaly was asking Pedro if you watch UFC. Hey, Chewy, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much, Chewy. I hope you had a great stream. Appreciate you stopping by and bringing your viewers along. So Vitaly was just asking Pedro if he likes UFC. I also watch UFC. Alex Pereira. I hope Alex Pereira wins. He's one of my favorite fighters. How's everyone doing from Chewy's chat? Thank you so much, Chewy, for coming by. Appreciate the raid. And I hope you had a great stream. Hello, sir. Hello. Welcome. How's everyone? Oh, Jean looks very upset in the chair. She looks stressed out to the max. Oh, poor Jean. So we're just, we started a new playthrough on Aquatic Planet for those of you who've just joined. And this is where we are. So we're just getting oxygen up and running. Oxygen is pretty stable right now, but we are running low on algae. So we're cutting it pretty close. I have a little bit of algae left, but yeah, getting pretty close. So, damn, my jug just showed up in the dark. She's black, but also old, so it looked like a floating ghoul head. That would be terrifying if you're like alone in your room at night and you just have this creature silently walking towards you. It's 4 a.m. here. Everyone is asleep except for me. You were playing Nova Lands. I haven't heard of Nova Lands, but thank you so much for coming by when it's so early or late, depending on depending on your sleep schedule. Yeah, I hope Alex Pereira wins. He's I guess like he's like the GOAT of the last 5 years, I would say. I mean, Taporia as well. He's a pretty big deal, I would say. There's a lot of big deals right now, but you know, it's Alex Pereira has been just so insane and awesome to watch that I hope he wins. So I'm gonna close this off. Yeah, I'm gonna close it off. I know there's a material up here, but it's very cold. I think I would rather have it closed off instead of having access to that material. It was a 12-hour stream. Holy smokes, Chewy. That is impressive. That is impressive. How did it go, the 12 hours? I work at a casino, so they watch it there a lot. That's pretty cool. Would you take Pereira left hook for $500,000? Of course. You know how much painkillers you could buy for $500,000? Sorry, for $1 million? 100% I would take that. Not even a question. Like if Pereira was like, yo, I'll give you $1 million if I could, I'd be like, okay, let me just like, oh no, these guys are flopping around. I'd be like, hey, listen, let me just get a mouth guard, okay? And then you can do like I want to keep my teeth. I spent a lot of money on my teeth. I had braces, and you know, it was a long time to get, you know, I keep them nice and clean, so I don't want to be getting those messed up. But if I can have that as a if he allows me to grab my mouth guard, I'd be more than happy. Okay, so let's get this lamp last pearl. I can go in here. Yeah, I can go all the way in here. Obviously, I want to be somewhat careful not to open up this water. We'll let everything drop eventually, but right now I just want to get a sense of where everything is, get a sense of my surroundings, and then we'll go up here, and then we'll go over into the water. I don't mind if that comes out, to be honest. Islam is your favorite fighter right now? It's like watching Art the way he fights. He is very, very impressive. Like he is... I hope he stays active in the division. I hope well, actually, to be honest, I wouldn't mind if he retired at some point in the next year or two, or, you know, a couple more fights. But if not, I hope he stays active. He is so fun to watch. So much fun. Let's get the vulcanizer. Oh, that's number 2 already. It's not good. It's not good. Can I make it 2.5 hours? I hope so. I'm sorry, chat. It's been a week, chat. It's been a week. So just pretty sleepy. Fetching water. Okay, I just got that now. I'm not sure why. I've been fetching water this whole time. I'd have that for $100 if he pays for damages, of course. I don't know if $100 would be enough, but it'd be cool. Like, I mean, if it was $1 million, yeah, 100%. Okay, so I want to get the bathroom done. Oxygen is still doing pretty good. This thing's still running. Luckily, it's overpressurizing a lot, which means that we're doing good at sustaining the rest of our base. There's no space here, right? I should probably block this off. Maybe block this off here, because I don't need this to be filled with oxygen. Actually, it doesn't matter for now, because we should have more corals very, very soon. As soon as we get this auto harvested. And there's got to be something that's almost done, so we can get another pearl. This is kind of the bottleneck early on, is getting the pearls. I almost think so. This is what's different from the last playthrough that I think I did, or maybe it was the first one. I can't remember exactly which one. But in this playthrough, I tried to deliberately avoid going for clamp bombs, and I tried to get like 6 duplicates sustained, or 5, I guess, to sustain with the corals. And I really think that it might actually be in the best interest of an early base to have at least 1 clamp pump domesticated. But the problem is, in order to domesticate it, you need to have pearls. So you need to have pearls in order to get more pearls. And if you use those pearls in order to get more pearls, Then you put your oxygen production temporarily behind, unless you're using the bloaters, which I guess I could use. I do have some that didn't get hacked away by the sandy shells, I think. Oh, there's some down here, yeah. So, I mean, unfortunately, they're making quick work of all the bloaters because this is where they swim and this is where the sandy shells keep coming. So, yeah, that was kind of the new thing that I was trying. So I think the next time I restart, probably when the DLC is fully released, because I don't think I'm going to restart again, depending on when it becomes available, is maybe trying to exclusively survive on the bloaters and going for clam pumps for pearl production. And then that will allow you to much more quickly invest in a lot of coral for rapid expansion of your base. Yes, I could dig down for diamond, but I'm trying to see like what is the most sustainable way to get it with just the resources that you have available from the Aquatic Planet DLC. And it seems like there's multiple different directions, and I just kind of went over them, but it's largely personal preference, but at the same time, I think the more I play and the more I keep trying, the more I think that going for clam pumps is maybe the right strategy, and just using bloaters instead of going straight for the corals, because bloaters, like, they're not the greatest. You need four of them to produce enough oxygen for just one duplicate, so they can very quickly become overcrowded and cause an issue in that sense. But at the same time, if you have, let's say, 8 bloaters, and then you use the algae to produce oxygen for your duplicates, you might have enough time to get a lot of corals online, and then you can start rapidly taking people from the printing pod. I don't know if that's the right strategy. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to sort of... Look at this guy. Look at this guy, Frankie. Bro, what are you doing? Finding a safer area? Why don't you just chill out? There you go. Oh, man. Frankie's just having a moment there. Okay, let's do this. Get the water sieve online. Let's see, water sieve. And then we'll set up a bathroom. And then I think the bathroom might be the last thing, because I'm just feeling super sleepy, chat. Gonna have to call it a night here pretty soon. Yeah, daily workout, yeah. Let's see, I don't believe your keeping your teeth with the guard with or without it. With the weight difference between you two, it's more of how many years the coma is coming your way. You're probably right, Vitaly. I mean, even if we were the same weight, he just hits so hard. There's not a chance I would be able to take it. Like, I would need the million just to... Actually, this is not what I wanted to do. I would need the million just to, for the new teeth, the medical expenses, all that jazz. It would be, and it's just not a good day. So that this is not really necessary. You could just go straight, but the reason I want to keep it high like this is so just in case my water sieve stops working for whatever reason, like if I don't have sand, or if my duplicates aren't getting to get sand, then there's a buffer to have extra piping where the polluted water can go. I always found that to be useful in some ways, even though it doesn't really matter if you stay on top of it, right? It's more of like an insurance thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Okay, so this is... Look at this guy. Another one. The pathing seems to be a little bit messed up. It's pretty sure it's all Trivaldo's fault. Yeah, let's blame Trivaldo. It's always his fault, even if he's not on the asteroid. Okay, duplicate skills. We got Amari. Okay, so Amari's almost close to mechatronic engineering. That's really good. We can probably go for shipping right after Ai's done whatever she's doing. And I'll get the Joya seeds for now. No second bath. Ethan is committing a sin. One shower's enough, I think, right? What is this? 16. Yeah, I guess I could do a second bath. You're right. You are right. I have enough space. So we'll move this over and we'll make a second bath. It's only right. It's only right that we make a second bath. Ethan is a stinky fan confirmed. Yeah, taking a hit from any fighter is not recommended in my completely non-professional medical opinion. In my completely non-medical professional opinion, I agree. I don't think I would want to take a hit from any fighter. Did you guys see that one clip of John Jones? Like there was a road rager just recently and he was recording and then it's John Jones who steps out of the other car and the guy doesn't even change his attitude. He's like still like John Jones comes up to him and he's like, you know, being John Jones. But the guy, I don't even know if he was a UFC. I don't even know if he knew who it was. I didn't read into it enough. But could you imagine having road rage and then it's John Jones who's like stepping out of the other car? I would be like, sorry, sir. My fault, sir. I'm on my way now, sir. Like, why would you ever get into it with like, first of all, why would you ever get into it with anybody road raging? But if you like recognize John Jones and if you're like trying to be funny and getting a lawsuit, I don't think it's worth it. Like it's the same thing that we're talking about now, like taking a hit from Alex Pereira for $1 million. Yeah, it would be like, it would be stupid, but at least it's $1 million. But could you imagine trying to bait John Jones into a fight like on a street after road rage? That's crazy. That's just absolutely diabolical. I don't know why anybody would entertain that. The fluke corals have better oxygen to salt ratio compared to blowers and water weeds, but the corals need lime, which you also know comes from beacons and starnacles, so coral, yes, for sure. Like, so I'm not producing any lime right now, so I'm a little bit, like, you know, a little bit behind on the production. In fact, there you go. You can see that it's not fully sustained right now. So I need beacons. I do need beacons to be domesticated. So these guys here would actually be perfect if I could move them over a little bit, or I can just feed them phosphorite for the time being. I'm pretty sure I have some yeah, I have 6 tons of phosphorite just to get them started, and then they can produce some lime for me. I don't have the things researched yet. Let's go here. I'm still... Yeah, let's get that, the fish feeder, and then we can start feeding them. Because, yeah, I'm definitely going to need... I'm almost out of algae. It's probably not going to be in this episode. It might be Friday night that I get that far. But, yeah, obviously, that's an issue. So, actually, I appreciate you reminding me. Because I was not on the right track there. If GSP ever wrongs me, I would apologize to him and pay him the money pay him the money he owes me. There's some violent fuckers out there, to be honest. So violent. Even John Jones can get stabbed on the street. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like nothing beats like a weapon, right? And GSP has actually talked about that before. I think he was on Lex Friedman or some. I don't know. I forgot which podcast exactly, but he was on a podcast. And he was like teaching self-defense. And he's like, if I ever met a guy with a knife, even world champion GSP, I'm not going to entertain that. Because a knife is like, all he needs is one lucky stab and you're basically like, you could be dead, right? So it's not worth... He's like, basically, it's not worth it. But if you had to defend against a knife, like this is how you do it or whatever. He said something along those lines. And I tend to agree with that. But again, it's like that guy, he looked like he was purposely trying to bait John Jones. Oh, I did that thing again. Purposely trying to bait John Jones. And it's like, why? Why would you even do that? You know, like it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I know you're like, he's probably trying to get a lawsuit or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's just stupid. Okay, so the Starnicles. Do I have the fish feeder thing that I can put the Starnicle in yet? I don't think. Oh yes, I do. The water planter. So I could put the water planter here. Get some Starnicles. Oh, I can only make one. Oh, this needs pearls. No. See, this is why. Again, I think I'm just proving my theory correct. If you're not trying to dig for diamonds, you need clampums domesticated. So otherwise, pearls just take forever. Like, obviously, the next step here would be to get corals. But I have to have beacons to feed the fish, right? Every time I see road rage situation, it seems to have a lot going on with their lives. Yeah, you never want, like, listen, we all get upset at people on the road sometimes. Like, everyone makes a mistake, you know, but you kind of have to just remember, okay, like the guy made a mistake or the girl made a mistake or whatever, right? You just gotta keep, go about your day. You don't know what the guy's dealing with. You don't know what he's packing, or you don't know the situation that you're getting yourself in. Just keep going. Just, yeah, okay, my mistake, move on. Or, hey, you know, you messed up, but I'm just gonna keep moving on regardless. Who cares? It's not really worth it at the end of the day. And this is coming from somebody who, like, I drive in the city a lot, so I get stressed out over traffic. And I'm basically, like, by the end of the work week, I'm done with traffic. I don't want to be anywhere near it. So the city just stresses me out, and being around city drivers is awful. But again, road rage is just not worth it, right? Is the DLC out yet, Sakurang? No, it's not. It's still in beta. By the way, welcome to the stream. Hello. I always laugh about how similar RAL and real Brazilian currency look. Did I say that right? RAL and real? If someone brake checks me, I'll hit. I've never had that happen, luckily. Oh, actually, that's not true. I've had that happen once. It's not, yeah, it's... The brake check thing is just... I have a dash cam, so, yeah. I wouldn't mind a new car. I mean, I don't want to go through the process of dealing with that. You know what I mean? Having a new car, though, does sound pretty nice. And like I said, you have a dash cam. A dash cam's like, what, $200 on Amazon? It's worth it. I don't know who would want to go out with a dash cam these days, especially if they live in a country where road rage incidents are very, very significant or very popular, or, you know, whatever the word, very common. That's what I'm trying to think of. Sorry, chat, I'm just like getting a little bit sleepy here, so I think I'm gonna call it pretty much here for tonight. Starting to lose my train of thought. So anyways, 2.5 hours, not too bad. I wish I could have gone another half an hour. So sorry for the little bit of a short stream, but what I'm gonna do is just kind of catch up with you guys if you want to say something else before the end of the stream. Otherwise, just an FYI, I'll be back on Friday for more Oxygen Not Included, and I'll continue this playthrough, and hopefully there's a new video by then. Fingers crossed for a new video. Oh, we got some, yeah, there's a lot of things to fix. There's a lot of things. Cycle 40, we're over here. It's not bad. I could have done better. So let me kind of give you guys what I was thinking of how I could have improved this playthrough. Actually, if I have time, I might restart this seed offline and go for the exact same start, but instead of corals, go for clam pumps instead, and see how that works out. So that might be the way to go. And these are super easy because you don't need light, right? You just need sand. So that's, maybe I'll do that. But I love this seed. The seed's really cool because it's got all the gum pumps. Okay, so it says dashcam is 1000% necessary for pretty much everything public. Yeah, it really is. with how easy it is to sue people and stuff, and how quick people are to sue, it's definitely worth it. Sean says, thanks for streaming. Thank you so much, Sean, for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it to everyone who was here today. Thank you so much for liking the stream earlier. I think, yeah, 26 likes today. Not too bad. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Chewy, for the raid earlier on Twitch. And thank you so much, Crimson Riots, if you're still here, for the 20 bits at the start of the stream. Really appreciate all the support tonight. And of course, all the follows on all the subscriptions on YouTube, all the follows on Twitch. Thank you so much for everyone for coming by. It was a great time. I'll be back Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. Hopefully there's a new video out tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's just been a week. It's been a chaotic week in IRL. So, you know, hopefully I get that done at some point. It's basically going to be my experience with the early game. So if you've already completed early game, it's not specifically for you, but it might be interesting to listen to anyways. I hope that you guys like it. Let's see. Blue Gatorade is just liquid heaven. Pink, please mix lemonade and blue Gatorade for a review. I will actually do that if you want me to do that, Charlie. Sleep stream starting in 10 minutes. Should I do a sleep stream? A media sleep stream where you guys get to pick like songs and stuff that play while I try to sleep? That would be so annoying. I've seen that before, and I just don't know if I could do that. That would be hilarious, though, I'm sure, for the chat. Okay, so lemonade and blue Gatorade. Okay, I'm going to write that down, Charlie. And if I happen to go to... I don't think I'm going to go to the store before Friday. But it would be interesting. So lemonade will float on the Gatorade. Really? Yeah, it's... Max is having a moment. Just ignore him. So that would be interesting. Okay, kind of fun to imagine seeing Ethan secretly being a vicious, real bad motherfucker with how nice and composed he is on stream. I don't know. That would be such a weird personality shift. Yeah, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Lemonade will float on the Gator. Yeah, I'll have to try that. That's interesting. Look at the stupid dupe in the chair again. Yeah, they get so worried in the chair. It's probably because it's full of water. Not gonna lie, all dupes do that. We call it the special mix. So actually, I've been getting in. I don't know if I've talked about this before, chat, but I've been getting into wine a lot lately, and wine. I learned that wine has like an ingredient that, if for some people it does nothing, but for others it's like it basically makes them crash, like get really tired. And I'm very susceptible to that ingredient, which is kind of unfortunate because I love the taste and the smell of some limes. And yeah, it just makes me completely Oh, thank you so much for the raid. I'm literally just ending the stream. Oh no. Fluky, thank you. Fluey Stew Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. I'm literally just calling it a night and ending the stream. That's about right. Well, thank you so much for the raid. But yeah, I'm super duper sleepy. I will give myself a plug though, since everyone is here. Welcome everyone. I make YouTube videos on Ani, so if you guys are on YouTube ever, check out my channel. It's Ethan Plays. It's down in the far right corner. And I play Oxygen Not Included Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So if you guys want to check me out at some other point in time when I'm not super sleepy and ending the stream, I would really appreciate that. But thank you so much for the raid, Fluky. And Factorio, though he hates it. No, that's not true. I don't hate Factorio. I'm still learning Factorio. The last stream was a little bit uneventful because I forgot so many of the like what I was trying to do and the controls. I had to like relearn the controls after playing Ani for 2 weeks. The Aquatic Planet DLC. Sleep, what is that? He low-key hates indeed. Sleep, well, It's this thing where you get recharged and energized for the day ahead, and I really need it. No, Factorio is a great game. Factorio is a great game. I love Factorio. It would be great if I had more time to play and if I didn't have to work, but unfortunately, that's what pays the bills. There's a saying, sleep is for the dead. That's acceptable. Sorry, I missed the message earlier from Fitz. Trivaldo laced their water, not chair, stare. And then Ethan, I was just joking about do pee in the salt water. Says Charlie. Sleep is for the dead. Sleep will get you minus 20% stress per cycle. And it will also increase your morale a lot. I that's the fact. It's like plus 20 morale if you have a full 8 hours of sleep. Look at this chair again all the time. Yeah. Is it this one? The stare again all the time. Who's doing this? Oh, same spot. Oh, is it here? Oh yeah, you're right. It's here. Yeah. Huh. So if I... Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it? As soon as I look away, so as soon as I look at them, they're like, look, watch. They like get embarrassed. No, they're still doing it. Oh, yeah, see? That's kind of weird. 8 hours in this economy? Well, to be fair, I also don't sleep for 8 hours. I try, but I don't always make it. Sia Vitali, thanks for stopping by tonight. I appreciate everyone for being here on the stream, and thank you so much for the raid. But yeah, I'm headed off too. I really have to get going. I am like about to pass out. not literally, but you know, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy, chat. I gotta go. Okay, so good night, Uther. Thanks for being here tonight. See you next time, Fluky. Thank you. I'm gonna check your channel out, Fluky. Thank you again for the raid. I'm gonna see if I can find someone that I can raid to pass everyone on to. I don't know if I have anyone playing Ani that I follow, but I'll try to find someone. Good night, Fitz. See you, Patat. Vitali, thank you. Sean, Uther. See who else? Who else was here? Who said good night? Fitz, Icarus, Pedro, Chewy still here. Thank you so much, Chewy, for being here. And I think I got everyone at least recent. Oh, Charlie was here as well. The Sakurang, and I think there was a lot earlier on. I just read out the last like 10 names or so. So if I missed you, I did give a shout out to Crimson Riots from earlier, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for being here. Good night to everybody. And like I said, I'll try to find someone to send the raid to pay it forward. I don't know if I have anybody that I'm following that is playing Ani at the moment. I wish Hangry was online. I saw Hangry online the other day. It would be cool to raid him. Hey, thank you so much, Charlie Kelly, for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Is that the Charlie from... Yeah, that's Charlie from YouTube. Nice. Thank you so much, Charlie from YouTube, for also following on Twitch. Really appreciate that for your support. Charlie says, thank you for the stream. You are very welcome. Bye, guys. Sucks that I got here late. No worries, Fitz. Kill Travolta, by the way. You are welcome. See you, everyone. Have a good night. See if I can do a raid real quick. I'm trying to get used to this dashboard thing here. So let's see how does this work. I'm using the oldest iPad, by the way, as my third monitor, so it's super low. Okay, oh, Julie Pixels, yes. Okay, Julie Pixels is awesome. She rated me the other night, so I'm gonna send everyone over to Julie. Thanks again. Thanks so much for stopping by. We're gonna start the raid. See you on the next stream. And for the YouTube, take care. See you next time. Thank you again for being here tonight. Really appreciate it. everybody, and all your support. Okay, good night, everyone.